Hey guys, today we've got a Godless review for you. New Netflix exclusive. Sit back and enjoy. Hey there guys, welcome back. The themes in the show are ladies coming together in the face of adversity. So there is female bonds represented, there is interaction from female to female, there's women's issues that arise from that, such as the way that they judge each other from a day-to-day basis, just on sexual equality, race, the way that in these times, being as it's set in a Western universe, there is expectations from ladies to do things a certain way, and when characters break from that in the show, you'll see how females judge other women. Just because they're breaking those laws or they're breaking those archetypes that women fit into in those times. That's really cool to see. That's really refreshing to see from a Netflix show, and in general, to take ladies' equality issues and to put them in a show in a clever way is nice to see. There is I like how it's handled in a really human way as well. When you watch the show, you'll see two characters in particular, and sexual equality will be brought up, and the way that, like I said before, the way that women judge other women, but it's handled in a really human way. It's handled in a really honest way, and I feel like other shows have it in just to be provocative, and this Netflix original does not do that. It gives you a real sense of what it is to be human, and it shows real relationship building. So from a story standpoint, that is very impressive to see how they've worked that into the show, with an underlying story that they obviously want to take you from one place to another. So I've got some notes, sheerly just because there's so many aspects to the TV show that I loved, and I'm sure that you'll pick up on all of those as well. I'm just going to highlight the way that the show does those themes is the way that it displays those strengths to the story. There's not a lot of story to be had. It's very old-fashioned in the way that it's put across. It's like your obvious cowboy western, spaghetti western, but because there's a new aspect, it's shaken up by looking at it from the standpoint of what was ladies doing at the time, how were women treated in these times. It's not from a guy's point of view. The men take a stand back approach in the show. It doesn't ever feel like they're making a point of giving you just the ladies' side, which is nice as well. It's not like it's been shoved down your throat. It's literally just refreshing to see. It's mixed the genre up, and I feel that is largely due to how good the acting is in the show. It's great standout performances from talented actors that have given a story-driven TV show. There's standout performance from I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm being very careful. She plays Mary in it. Mary. It's Merritt Weaver. She is a rock in the show. She is tough. She's a pillar of strength for the other characters, but she treads a really fine line of being really fragile as well. And to be able to deliver those two aspects as an actor, I should imagine, is very difficult for one character. You normally only see flickers of something else when you watch shows, or if you watch movies, because they haven't got enough time to cover all angles of that character. Whereas in this show you see a lot of two sides of coins to characters. There's brilliant strong women in the show. Jack O'Connell's character, I've just got to talk about Jack O'Connell for a minute. He is brilliant in this. He is the closest thing to what we get as a main character. The show is built around his character, but because it's such a well-driven performance piece, that's not really the story that you follow. You follow in the characters more than anything else. But his acting in this is fantastic. He gives a complete, well-rounded character performance in the show, and it moves the story honestly throughout, because you see his development as an actor, as a character in the show, from one place when he's young to the way he is at the end. And it never feels like it's false. It never feels like that wouldn't be a natural progression for his character, which is all brilliant acting and brilliant writing that goes into something like that. That's the way that all of the characters are handled in the programme. And then that's a credit to the directors, the actors themselves, and the writers. Normally, if you tick those boxes, you have a brilliant show, a brilliant movie on your hands. And the show feels close to... most Netflix TV shows at the moment feel extremely close to movies in terms of the quality that you get. This really feels close to a film. And yeah, I think it stands up with some of the big shows that they have at the moment, and some of the big shows that are in the forefront of what everyone's talking about. So I'm hoping that more people jump onto Godless, because it's really worth your time to watch it. There is a brilliant performance from Michelle Doherty, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, as Alice Fletcher in the show. She's another strong figurehead for women. It shows how trodden down she is in her life, and the way she builds herself back is really inspirational. You see her build her trust back for people, and yeah, all little touches like that will make you feel really invested in the show, and by the end I'm sure you'll want more from the characters. I think that's my only gripe about the whole performances and the TV show in general. They treat you to such rich characters that no matter how much time they gave characters, you'd still want more. More story, more background, and they just couldn't do that. That's just me being greedy as a viewer, because the characters are so good. Jack O'Connell's character in particular, I feel like there's more to see from his character. It's just that there is a mysticism about his character that I feel the director wanted to leave some things unsaid, and that's fair enough, because it does add something to him that is a little bit mysterious. But at the same time, a greedy viewer like me, will want to see more from his character. The story as a whole is women kicking ass, basically. Women being shown in a real light, not boxed into what a lady should be, what you think of women. It's just what humans are, other people or aspects that you haven't or should have been used to seeing by now but haven't been able to see. So to have an old-fashioned genre being shook up like this is brilliant. It's lovely to see, like I said before, refreshing. A little bit silly that we've not seen something like this before, when you think about how stale things are in cinema, how stale things are on picture. It's lovely to see, like I said before. The world building, so this costume design gone into this, really impressive. There's location shooting that is like mind-blowingly beautiful. There's just everything that would make a perfect Western in a TV show. So it can't be faulted. The world building aspect of the show, the costumes, the makeup, the visual effects, the practical effects, everything is on point. Everything is top end for a viewer to see. It can't be faulted. There's very little that you could pick apart for the show and say it's bad. And when, like I said before, you get the first things right, it's wow. It's a wow show. So I couldn't rate it highly enough for you to go out and watch. I feel like I've blasted through this review so quickly because there's such a positive air around the actors, the story, the locations, the beauty. It's just a perfect experience. So I would highly recommend going and watching. Just binge, get your popcorn and binge for. I just do all of the episodes in one night. I think it's 7 episodes at an hour a time, I think. So if you've got the stamina, go for it. I'm just gonna address the way that I do reviews and the way I'll do reviews in future. So I've had some comments about the way that I handle reviews. I don't ever want to do a review for you guys and break, say I'm doing a TV show, I don't want to break the episodes up. I feel like that's milking you a little bit. I never want to do that. I will always watch a complete series and then I'll judge it at the end. And just because I don't want to waste your time, and I feel like that's a better way of giving you my impression of the whole thing. And I've also had a comment saying that you would like to see spoilers in my review. So far, all of my reviews have been spoiler free, and I've done it because I don't want to infringe copyrights on YouTube. I don't want to get a message from YouTube saying that someone's not happy with any content that I've done. But I also don't want to take anything away from my reviews. So I've thought about doing the content in the front and the spoilers in the back, so that you can watch the review, and if you don't want to know anything about the movie or the TV show, you don't have to watch it all the way to the end. But I'd like you to let me know in the comments, because I feel the way that I do them now is a fairer way of me not getting in trouble and giving you the content that that lets you judge whether you should go and give this your time or not. So please let me know in the comments below how you feel about the way that I do reviews, and if I can do anything more for you or let you know anything else. Thank you for your time, and please subscribe, like, share, and like I say, let me know how you feel about the content that I make and if I can do anything more for you. Thank you for watching my review of Godless. Highly recommend it. Go out and watch it. Thanks a lot.